Hey guys, welcome to my channel Big Glen. My name's Glenn and I like to share with you what I learn in the world of cryptocurrency as I go through it. So the other day I'd done a video about Prime XBT with their turbo feature, which was actually a paid video that they asked me to do because I've used turbo and talked about it, so that was good for me. But a lot of you commented actually in the comment section and also messaged me privately saying, Glenn, what happened with that co-vesting thing that you've done in Prime XBT? Was it worth it in the end and how much money did you make? So I thought today would be a prime opportunity to just go through Prime XBT's co-vesting model. And some people are messaging me and they're getting confused between the co-vesting altcoin, the ERC20 token, and obviously Prime XBT's co-vesting. So I thought I'd just clear that up in this video today. So hopefully by the end of this video, you should be fully clued up with how co-vesting works and what the benefits are. So let's get right into it. Before we get into today's video, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that's been smashing up the like button. I really do appreciate it. And to all the new subscribers, we're getting so close to 3,000 subscribers. So please, if you're new to this channel, click the subscribe button. If you want to have a more in-depth conversation with me, you can find me over on Telegram under BitGlen, or if you want to join Team BitGlen, where there's not just me, a group of people that all chat cryptocurrency every day, just search for Team BitGlen. You can also find me over on Twitter if that's your preferred social media. I think everyone in crypto space is on Twitter these days. My name is BitGlen on that. If not, you can just comment down below. There's no issue with that. What do you guys think of this new... Before we get into today's video, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that's been smashing up the like button. I really do appreciate it. And to all the new subscribers, we're getting so close to 3,000 subscribers. So please, if you're new to this channel, click the subscribe button. If you want to have a more in-depth conversation with me, you can find me over on Telegram under BitGlen, or if you want to join Team BitGlen, where there's not just me, a group of people that all chat cryptocurrency every day, just search for Team BitGlen. You can also find me over on Twitter if that's your preferred social media. I think everyone in crypto space is on Twitter these days. My name is BitGlen on that. If not, you can just comment down below. There's no issue with that. What do you guys think of this new layout? I tried to make it look all Bitcoiny and a bit more flash than I normally have, just the screen and my face in the corner. So let me know what you think. If you think it's a bit too jarring and you'd rather me go back to the old way, then comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Anyway, today we are going to be looking at Prime XBT. Now you guys know that this is the exchange that I personally like to use. They've got features that I can't think of any other exchange that has these features, like the turbo feature, the co-vesting, the security, the low downtime, all of those features. And plus also you don't need to worry about obviously login details. All you need is an email address and a password, and that is it. So we're now logged into Prime XBT. We're not looking at turbo or trading or leverage trading today. We're just looking at the co-vesting side. So if I go down to the bottom, you guys should be able to see on the screen there, it says co-vesting hot right now. So it's obviously a popular topic. Now the co-vesting that is offered on Prime XBT is it reminds me of eToro's sort of like copy trade, where essentially you find a trader that you feel have performed well in the past and you can select them to sort of manage a certain amount of Bitcoin on your behalf. Now hopefully if they continue that trend of good and profitable with their trades, they're always going to have up days and they're always going to have down days. But if you look at, say, over a period of 6 months or 3 months, and they've typically performed well, then that is an indication that, okay, they're doing something slightly different to, say, someone who's negative 300% or something. So that means that you don't need to be an expert trader. If you're thinking, I want to earn Bitcoin, which obviously Bitcoin is a risky enough platform as it is. Obviously it can have, as we've seen today, it's dipping 10%, which obviously is huge. But in the world of cryptocurrencies, these are just normal days. So if you're buying and selling on that and paying fees on that, Are you getting the best deal? Are you actually accumulating more Bitcoin sort of month in, month out? Well, if the answer is no, that means you're probably not educated enough. Now, a lot of trading is actually down to managing risk. So you have to have a different mindset to how you and me, and I fall for it as well. It's all about fear and greed. Whereas someone who's actually a good trader will say, okay, there's a 50% likelihood that this is going to happen. So I'm going to put 25% on the table going forward, and I'm going to cover myself by having this in the background, and I'm going to cash out at this level, and then I'm going to wait and then buy back in at this level. And it's very methodical. Obviously a lot of technical analysis, a lot of looking at previous history data, looking at a lot of charts for a long period of time. If you haven't got the time or the patience to learn all that, then Covesting could be up your alley. So just bear that in mind, but there's still risk to it. I just want to get that out there straight away. Obviously you could put your funds into, say I've got a list here of the top performers. You can see actually based on today's profits, this one here, which is Moose or something like that, his actual profit is down 42% today, but his total profit over the time that he's been doing it is 22,000% up. That's huge. So that means over a long period of time, he must be doing something right. And you can see he's been active for 42 days. He's got over 1,200 followers, and the followers equity, so the amount of Bitcoin that he's playing about with is 18.5 Bitcoin. So that's a good, and what you can do is you can click on his profile and you can actually read his description of what he's about. Now he might say, look, I'm hero or zero, I'll go all in. And if your level of risk is like not tolerable of that, then obviously give him a miss. But this one reads, see my info and latest news on Telegram and Twitter. Warning, this is only real Moose strategy. Others with similar names are fake. And then he's got his Twitter and Telegram. So if you really want to be sort of like always over watching and seeing what decisions they're making, you can follow them on their social media. So that's really good. Some of you out there may be traders and you think, well, that's rubbish, I'd rather just do it myself, I ain't got to pay fees, I ain't got to pay transaction costs. That's fine. But for some people, like myself, I don't have time to sit there and worry about trading Bitcoin. I really don't. For me, obviously, I've always said the best strategy is to buy a small amount of Bitcoin, steady as you go, only put in what you're willing to lose and go to zero. So for me, that figure is about £50 a week. I put into either Bitcoin or Ethereum. And I find that that's the best strategy. Now, but some of you out there may think, oh yeah, but if price of Bitcoin keeps going up, which it has done lately, that means my purchasing power is getting less and less and less. When Bitcoin has a massive dip down, then I'll make it back up and I'm sort of evening out that buying power, if you like, with my pounds to the Bitcoin ratio. But if you want to be ahead of the curve, if you actually want to put some money into Bitcoin and let that Bitcoin grow into more Bitcoin, obviously in the past I've looked at methods like mining, which just hasn't worked out. I've looked cloud mining, obviously ICOs, trading with Uniswap, decentralized exchanges. And I can honestly say, hand on heart, and I do a lot of research and I put a lot of time in. Obviously, I read all of your guys' comments as well, so I know a lot of you out there are feeling the same. It just doesn't work. Sometimes just buying Bitcoin and holding on to it is the best method. The other way is staking. You've also got interest rates. So there's a whole minefield now of how do you build up your Bitcoin. Now, this is all going to go down to your level of risk tolerance. So if you're someone who's like, no, I want guaranteed 3% a year, you need to be looking at maybe things like Cellulus, Nexo, I don't know, like staking with Coinbase. Very secure, trusted brands where they offer obviously interest rates on your cryptocurrency. That's your best strategy. Like if you want very little risk, but that also means that your growth is going to be represented by that. If you are a bit more adhered to risk, if you think, yeah, actually, I want to own, I don't just want 0.1 of a Bitcoin, I want one whole Bitcoin very quickly, then your level of risk is going to be higher, which means that then you're stepping it up. And you could look at trading, but if you don't know what you're doing, you could lose that Bitcoin very quickly. Whereas if you're allowing someone who does this day in, day out, and they're incentivized to perform well, because the better they perform, the more Bitcoin will be allocated to them, which means they could do bigger trades. And I'm sure they're earning a cut and a percentage somewhere, somehow through the Covesting platform. So that means that they're very highly incentive to look and perform very well for the public, which is awesome. Having a platform where someone gets incentivized to grow other people's wealth, that's like the golden ticket, you know. So this could be a kid in China, or it could be someone in Russia, or it could be someone in the UK. You just don't know. All they need is an internet connection with an email address and password, and they can create an account and start trading that money. But it's all the funds are dealt with by Prime XBT. So you've got that level of security, that middleman, if you like, just overseeing everything, making sure nothing dodgy is going on. So this isn't like you're just giving someone money and thinking, oh, I hope he gives that back to me at some point. It will be there in your account. You actually have like a chart that you can follow how well they're performing. You can see your growth. So there's a lot of data in this. So that's great. Altcoins are starting to become more and more popular. Altcoins that already have a utility are the biggest potential for growth. Now is the time to show what developments and products are backing various altcoins. Today, obviously, we're looking at Covesting, but there's obviously a list of altcoins out there that I would say haven't done what they said they would do. So EOS comes to mind, but then there's also coins that not only have they come out and done what they said they were going to do, they have repeated that process over and over and over and over again over a long period of time, and generating money for the development team and the marketing team or whatever, so like the company as a whole, if you like, as well as obviously keeping people investing into it very happy. So you can go over, if you just wanted to search, you can actually just go over to covesting.io, which is this page here. Obviously it brings a prompt up to sign up to Prime XBT, so they're very closely interwebbed, the two projects. You can see you can use it on your phone, iPad, iMac, whatever. So as long as you've got an internet connection, you're away and go. And yeah, you can use the Covesting coin to give you benefits in partnership with Prime XBT and that Covesting platform. So if you was to say use and own Covesting coin whilst obviously picking a trader, you benefit from cheaper transaction costs, higher profits out of obviously the trading. And as well as that, if you just hold the coins, Covesting actually has a burn mechanism in it. So as the coins are being used, they're actually getting burned along the way. So that means the total supply is actually shrinking. So it's a deflationary asset, which is awesome. That's what we like in cryptocurrency. So this has the potential to go up in value anyway. Not saying that that's a guarantee that it will, but it has that potential to go up in value, as well as obviously seeing benefits along the way. It's not like you're just, with some coins, and I admit that obviously I own some of them, you're buying them just hoping that they achieve something at some point, some way. Whereas obviously the Covesting coin, it's actually doing something. Like you can actually take advantage of the benefits of owning one as you're going along. So this is good if you're looking to combine the two. If you just want to buy Covesting, it's an ERC20 token. You could probably get it on Uniswap and all the other big exchanges out there. You can also buy it through the Prime XBT's platform, so obviously that gives it a good cover base as well. And I think it's actually available on KuCoin. So you can actually purchase Covesting token under crypto.com, Uniswap, KuCoin, HitBTC. So that's really good news. There's some big ones, obviously KuCoin being the largest one and Uniswap being the largest decentralized exchange. And in there, if you're looking at the chart, it's actually almost the cheapest it's ever been. So this is the cheapest that if you invested at any point. They were slightly cheaper, but we're heading there. And to me, this is normally a huge buying signal, because if we have a little look on this graph, it tends to have a bit of resistance here down in the sort of 10 cent or lower region, which means that if it was to, obviously this isn't a guarantee, but if it was to go back there, the chances are it's going to bounce. So we've seen this a few times already. It's had quite a few bounce ups, but around sort of 9 to 10 cent is the cheapest it's ever been. So there's not many cryptocurrencies that you could say that. So if you're looking to invest in this and hold it for a long term, now might be a good time to buy in. Now, it could keep going down. At the moment, it's at 37 cents, so it could go down to 10 cents. But you have to say that I would rather buy the coin when it's really low like this, rather than having to buy in when it's at, you know, $1.50. Its highest is actually $2.30. I would hate to buy in at that level when I knew I could get in at 10 cents, because you're talking about a 23x if it was to get anywhere near its previous all-time high. So that is huge potential there, plus obviously the token burning, so the amount is going to continuously go down. So in theory it should just go up in value every time that there's a burn, but we know that that doesn't happen like that. You have to wait for the markets to catch up and think about it and realize that there's been an adjustment. The COVID utility tokens is a Ethereum ERC20 token, so any ERC20 wallet will accept it, which is awesome. The only downside is that Covesting is not available in the United States or any jurisdictions where transactions in ERC20 tokens have been prohibited. So this isn't available to you in America. So this is more of a UK/Europe deal at the moment. Sorry, Americans, but I'm sure obviously once they work out how they're going to get around ERC20 token restrictions on the USA, then I'm sure that this one's going to perform pretty well. That's all I can say. I'm not going to give a price prediction, but I reckon this coin is going to perform pretty well. If we look at a lot of the other exchange tokens that are created, they don't even offer any utility. They're literally just like, if you hold our coin, it might go up in price. But this one actually has a use. You can get cheaper fees, higher deposit amounts, no entry fee for followers. So the Covesting model has introduced a 1% entry fee for all new strategy followings. By acting the COVID token utility, followers will be able to waive this fee completely and enjoy freedom from making multiple followings and unfollow daily with no extra cost. So if you want to follow a particular trader, you have to pay a 1% fee, but if you own the Covesting token, it's free. So happy days for that. You also get trading fee discounts for strategy managers. I know a lot of you probably won't be that, but by paying a fixed amount of CRO tokens, strategy managers can unlock 25, 50 or 75% trading fee discount retrospectively. The utility should further improve the trading results and profitability of all Covesting model traders. So that's really good. It helps obviously with the whole ecosystem of all the traders, not just favouring the top guy, that's how I thought it would be when I first had a look at this, but nope, that's not the case. So that's all good news. Full potential of the Covesting platform. If you're thinking of doing the Covesting platform, then hands down it's a no-brainer to own at least some Covesting, so that you're saving on those fees, saving on the exit fees. It just makes sense to hold on to some, even if it's a small amount. The addition of the COV token integrated into Covesting's platform is just another way Prime XBT is the one-stop shop for all things trading. There are still features to be had. There are still many features to be had ahead. A Uniswap widget integration for COV, staking, and easy purchase on-chain. Optional features for managers, showing all trading history to their followers, and much more. So you've got the features of having cheaper fees, no exit fees when using the Covesting token, along with the Covesting platform. Bit of a mouthful. But also you have obviously that burn feature, which means there's going to be a shorter supply of the token as we go forward. So it should just steadily rise in line with the burn process. Covesting has a very supportive and active community also, and feel free to visit their Telegram group chat, which is t.me/Covesting. So if you want to join them on their conversation, maybe check it out, see if you think it's a scam. I've actually personally been using this Covesting model for quite a while, and I have to say I've not had one issue with it. You can cash in really quick, you can cash out, and they're my two biggest tests of how good a project is. How quick can you buy in, how quick can you buy out? And if the answer is pretty fast, then you know that company or that project have nothing to hide. Whereas some, especially in the past with like BitConnect and stuff like that, you had to wait. It took quite a while to get your funds back out. So the fact that these guys are already a step ahead is awesome. But I really like Covesting. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you guys think of the Covesting platform? Do any of you own the token, or have any of you used the discounted rates on the Covesting Prime XBT page to try and better your Bitcoin position? Someone did message me last time I brought this up saying Covesting is a scam. I put all my money into one person and he lost it. And that is obviously a legit fear. And I would have that fear most nights when I went to sleep, if I'm being honest. But you don't just have to invest in one guy. You can actually hedge your bets or your trading against 3 or 4 different traders, and if they're all earning sort of 5 or 6% growth over a long period of time on average, then obviously you're getting that 20% all in total, if you see what I mean, because you add up all the percentages that you're getting. But if one of them perform really badly, hopefully it should be cushioned the blow by the other couple of traders. As you saw just a minute ago, there was loads and loads of traders in the red, but then we've also got traders here that are up 110% just today. So if you had a mixture of 5 or 6 different traders, and a couple of them are up and a couple of them are down, and you're just about breaking even, but you know, maybe earning 1 or 2% extra on top of your Bitcoin, then happy days. That's almost like a guaranteed strategy. But I'm not saying that is, it's not financial advice, but I don't know. What do you guys think? I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. That's really it from me, guys. I've been rambling on for almost 25 minutes. So hope you've liked this video. If you have, comment down below with your thoughts for the Covesting platform as well as the Covesting coin. Also smash that like button up. It's going to help spread the channel to new people, which hopefully means that we're going to get a bigger subscriber base and we'll finally hit over 3,000 subscribers. I'm hoping that we can do that by the end of this year. The subscriber count is going up like a few every day, so hopefully by the end of the year we'll be very close to that 3,000 mark, and we go into 2021 hopefully all together earning some money. And if we can earn Bitcoin on top of our Bitcoin, then we're going to be in the driving seat, especially during the next bull run. That is going to be huge. And anything that offers where you can actually earn more Bitcoin, I think they're going to do really, really well. So that would be Cellulus, Nexo, BlockFi, obviously things like this, the Covesting, where you will earn money, because obviously in a bull run it's pretty hard to get a lot of the trades wrong, really. All you have to do is just hold, and you would be up loads and loads of percent. But that's when it's in a bull run. Obviously, we're just coming out of a 3-year dry spell of not really much happening. So just bear that in mind when you're making these trades. Give it a little go. Maybe create an account. I'll put a link in the description down below. See how you get on. Try not to trade with it, but maybe put some money into one of these guys and then try and cash out a few days later. If you're happy with that process and you've earned some Bitcoin along the way, then you go all in. That's when you put in your whatever it is you're willing to lose, whatever you can afford to lose. That's when you put in your bigger chunk. But just start off by putting in a little bit. That's my advice. Do what you want with that. I'd love to hear your thoughts. That's it from me, guys. I'm going to leave it there. Don't forget to follow me on the social medias. Don't forget to comment down below. click like and also subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video from myself. Bye.